Hi everyone, on this video I'm going to be cooking with the Firebox Nano twig stove, and I'm going to be cooking something a bit different, and it's not going to be bacon, eggs or sausages. It's going to be something else that may or may not work, so why don't you stay tuned and see how I get on. So this isn't one of my now famous walk and cook videos because for reasons that I would rather not divulge at this moment, I can't walk today because I've done something to my toe. So it's going to be a cook and cook videos, but that's okay because although I'm not actually directly related to the British royal family, I do have a garden about the same size as Windsor Great Park, so I have set up my little you can see here my little tarp and stuff down the bottom of the garden. So those of you who've seen me cooking in my other videos, you'll have seen me using the Firebox Nano. It's a great stove. It's really good for lightweight backpacking. As you can see how small it is. Literally it comes in this little box, and the stove just packs up inside there. I'll get it out on the ground so you can see exactly what's in there, but it's made of titanium, so it's actually very lightweight, but works really well. And as I say, it's very small. You can see I had it in my pocket there. Weighs nothing, and it won't take up much space in your pack. So let's open it up so you can see what it's like inside before we get on with the cooking. Okay, so as I said, it comes inside this stove, the so-called Xbox. See what they did there. And on this one, you see this black thing is like some sort of flame-proof thing, which you can use this. You can use this you can use it for picking up hot things, obviously, but you can use it as a little windshield. I'll show you how that works in a minute. There's some spiky bits of metal here which you thread inside of that to make the windshield. But basically, this box you can then use as a base, a nice flat base for it to go on. You can see I've done that before, which is why it's a bit blackened in there. And you see the X shape there. So this is the actual stove itself. Very small, very lightweight. As I say, this one's made of titanium, but they do a steel one as well. Titanium one's slightly more expensive. And then you see these legs just basically fit into these slots. So I haven't got a very good flat bit of ground here, but this is on a flat bit of ground that's very stable. You can have it that way for bigger pans, and you can have it the other way for a mug or something, if you had a mug or something on there. So that's how it works anyway. That's just a quick show before we start actually cooking with it. Right, so This is going to be an interesting one today because, like I said in the intro, it's not going to be the usual stuff that I cook, or any of us cook really, I think. So, first ingredient to this new magical recipe that I haven't tried before is, look at that, it's a bottle of wine. How great is that? What have we got here? South African Chenin Blanc, excellent wine. It's a bit of a waste really to use it for cooking, but there you go, needs must when you're a haute cuisine chef like I am. So let's lob that in. Yeah, all the alcohol's burning off. Stop, no. Okay, so that's it, cooked wine. Didn't think I could do that, did you? Or maybe we'll do a bit more than that, eh? So we've also got the classic British mature grated cheddar from Lidl's, I think. So we need to get some of that in there. Oh, that's a lot of cheese. Have I overdone the cheese once again? Let's see. So once this works, assuming it does, then obviously normally, as you know with fondues, you normally dip stuff in them. I guess people dip all sorts of things in, but the common one is bits of bread. But I'm not going to do that because I'm on a low carb diet, so a low carb, mostly carnivore diet. So I don't actually eat a great deal of bread. I try and avoid stuff like that. So what I'm going to dip in it is this. Obviously, I'm going to cut it up a bit. So this is Spanish chorizo sausage, which I'm sure you've all had before. In fact, I think I cooked with it when I did that video when I walked up onto that Iron Age hill fort, but then it was already sliced up. So I'm going to cut that into some nice bits, and then I'm going to use that for my dipping. So that should be nice. Okay, that's actually starting to bubble a bit, and I think the cheese is starting to melt. So as usual, I think I've completely overdone the ingredients here because it looks like there's way too much. This is more like milk than fondue, but hopefully some of that wine will boil off and it'll get thicker. Okay, so that's all cut up into smaller bits that I can use for dipping later if I get this thing working. Okay, so it's not totally as thick as probably it should be, but it's probably thick enough to go for. I think that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is take this off the heat, let it cool down a little bit because it's going to be red hot right now before I do the dipping. And then what I'll do is I'll get some water on here for some coffee. I need to turn some of the feet round, I think, on the on the stove to get the coffee pot on there, but I'll get that going now. So I'll just put this to one side and then I'll get the coffee on. So if I turn these feet in so that it's because the thing I'm going to heat the water on is smaller, so it's not going to work with the feet sticking out. So just turn these feet into the middle like that. That should do it. Cool. Maybe see if I can get a bit more wood on there. Just about get that bit on. Don't think that bit will go on. Oh no. Okay, so I'm going to get some water on for the coffee. Okay, so got the chorizo there, so I'm going to see what this is like. Oh god, that's good. Cheese and chorizo, absolutely awesome. Right, let's see how it goes, eh? This is so good. Do you know what? This cheese is actually just right now, so it's perfect. Dribbly. Oh, good. Very, very nice. Very good. Oh, so cheesy. Mum. I'll tell you what, it's a lot of work, and I put too much wine in. That's the problem. But you know what? It's so nice. It's so nice. It's worth all the effort. That is definitely worth all the effort. Right, just waiting for the water to boil for coffee. Look. Actually, I think that's high enough. The bubbles are just starting to come up, so I don't really want it. I don't want it boiling because I'm making coffee, so I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's get it going. I'm just going for the coffee bag this time. Makes really good coffee really quickly, so it's proper coffee but without all the faffing about. Right, well I think I'm going to leave this one here because as you can see it's got dark because that's how long it took to make that fondue. It's another one of those things, you know, just trying things out really. I had great fun making it and it actually tastes absolutely amazing. I wish you could taste how good that tasted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was good fun cooking on the flames rather than, you know, cooking on the wood rather than cooking on the trangier like I normally do with that stove. So yeah, if you like this one, then now's the time to give it a good old thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my stuff and you haven't already subscribed, then please hit the subscribe button and ding the bell. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next one. Take care all.